Today we're going to lay the foundations for our new mindset that's going to take our past failures and frustrations and turn them into our future successes and continuing thriving environment. The approach that many of us have been taking to fix our weight loss and wellness problems has three glaring shortcomings. The first is we keep looking at these general solutions when what we need is to find an answer to specific problems. The second thing is that we're looking to replace as opposed to refine. And this replacement strategy has us continually starting over and starting over and starting over and never getting any momentum moving into the right direction. And then finally, the third shortcoming that we have is that we have a fix-it mentality. In the same way we're going to fix our car or fix the roof on our house, we can just go in and replace something. Well, that's fine for a car, a mechanical entity, but we are biological. We are biological beings. And to try to fix a biological problem with a simple mechanical fix-it mentality just doesn't work. So what we're going to do is take some steps in refining that mindset. And we're going to do that beginning with the Deming improvement cycle. So the Deming improvement cycle creates a mindset with a simple four-step cycle. The first step is we have a desired outcome or goal, and we make a plan to achieve it. Say weight loss. The next step is we work our plan or we do our plan. Then we check our results. Then finally we come back and we study what worked and what didn't work. Then we refine our plan of action, keeping what worked and trying new solutions for what didn't. Let's take a minute and see how our man Dan used this new mindset to get out of that yo-yo loop of dysfunction and into an expanding and continuous thriving environment. Here's Dan thriving. Unfortunately, he drops below where he knows he needs and wants to be temporarily. But instead of freaking out and going out and looking for a new guru, a new answer, he stops and he asks himself, what caused me to drop below my thriving environment? What were the specific problems I had that caused me to, in this case, put weight back on, or loss of energy, loss of flexibility, strength, whatever the case may be? So he stops and he takes a minute and he slides on over to the refine phase and says, hey, what are some solutions I can put into place to specifically address what I know I need to do to get back up into the thrive? So he puts together a game plan, and that shift brings him back up into a new state of thriving. And as you can see now, it's an expanded state of thriving. He's a little better off than he was even before he went into that first dip. And now, as illustrated here with the larger expanding thrive, he stays there a little bit longer until he dips back down below his thrive. Now, he didn't go all the way back, tumbling down to his original state, but he dropped below where he needs and wants and knows he can be. So again, he puts into place the idea of looking for a specific solution of what caused me this time to dip back down a little bit. Slides on over into the refinement phase, and there puts together a game plan to address his specific shortcomings so that he can get back up into his new thriving environment. And here again, now we see he comes back a little bit stronger, a little bit better in shape, and he stays in that thriving state a little bit longer. He dips back down into the thrive, but this time he's spending less time down there because he understands what's going on and what he needs to do. So he immediately slides over into that thrive refinement phase and begins to put together a game plan so that now he gets back up to yet another level, if you will, of thrive. And as that cycle continues of dipping below, going into refinement, and coming back up into thrive, what we begin to see happening is his thriving time increases and his dip time decreases. Until what really begins to happen is he's no longer dipping out of his thrive, but he's looking to continue to refine it and making it easier to do and more enjoyable as an overall lifestyle, so that now he's in a state of constant thriving with refinement. All right, let's wrap this one up, folks. The big takeaway that I want today is that we get out of this fix-it mentality, that there's one solution out there that's going to solve all your problems, and it's going to do it in one shot. I want you to begin to think refinement. In order for you to be successful moving forward and ongoing and continually, we have to think of continually refining what it is we're doing and doing it a little bit better and making it a little bit easier overall. So what we're going to do in this next episode is get into a little more of the details of how you can apply the Deming improvement cycle to your past failures and make them your future successes.